everybody, it's been a minute since I did a makeup tutorial, and today we're actually gonna do another easy quick makeup tutorial. I was quite surprised on how fast I was able to do this look. I think it was less than 5 minutes. So I'm starting up by priming my eyelid with the Kryolan concealer color wheel, and this one is a number 5, and of course I'm going in with the darkest shade that they have on there to prime my eyelids. And then next I'm gonna be grabbing the LA Girl Wanderlust eyeshadow palette, and of course I'm going in with that brick red-ish shade, and I'm just gonna focus it mostly on the upper area of my crease. And here I'm just making sure that I blend it all in very well. So it was a bit too red for me, so I decided to go in and darken it a bit. And of course the eyeshadow palette I'm using is the Essence, the Nude edition. I'm going in with the dark brown that they have on there, and once I was able to neutralize that, I went ahead and decided to cut my crease area. And of course I'm going in with the lightest concealer shade they have on there. And then after that I'm just making sure that I pack it in really well so that everything looks a bit more even and smoother. So I'm just taking my time doing this, and I was quite surprised how fast I was able to cut this crease, because normally it takes me about a minute. So once I was done doing that, I decided to jump back into the LA Girl Wanderlust eyeshadow palette, and of course I'm going in with the lightest shade that they have on there, which is sort of like a champagne-ish shade, and I just made sure I pack it really well. Then I went back in with the same eyeshadow colors that I started off with, and that would be the brick reddish, and then darken it with the Essence eyeshadow, and this one is the dark brown. Then after that I decided to wing out my liner using the Essence liquid liner. This one is a black, of course, and this kind of makes a little bit easier for the next step that I was about to do, which is basically going in and lining the topper area with a white liquid liner. And before doing that, I decided to smoke out my lower lash line using the same liner that I used on the topper lid. So here I'm going in with the crease liquid liner, and this one of course is a white one. I kind of grown to love it, even though sometimes I tend to see a little bit of a crack or cracks after it dries out, but so far it's working out. And I kind of made a little bit of a mistake, and I don't know if you're gonna notice it on camera, but it did smudge a bit because I kept on blinking. So I went back in with the same eyeshadows, and I kind of like helped clean out that area using my eyeshadow. Then just making sure that I also do it on the crease area as well as just on top of that black liner, so that it can just, you know, my look a little bit more. It kind of like enhance the overall look once I put the white liner on top, or rather close to the black liner. So that's what I'm doing here, making sure that I do it very carefully so as not to smudge it again. And yeah, so next I'm going in with one of our newest adding actually, and I'm going in with Passion. I think this one is Passion Pro something. I actually look it up there on their website, but this one is a Passion Complete Cover Liquid Foundation, which you can actually find at Discount. This is where I picked them up, and they were actually on sale for 45.95. So I decided to go ahead and grab 2 of these because I could not find my shade. So I went in with the lightest shade as well as the darker shade, which I'm gonna combine onto my face. There's no names on it, so I actually wouldn't know what to call them, but I just call light and dark, as I showed you in the beginning. And then once I was done blending that out with my beauty blender, I decided to grab the LA Girl what is it called, setting powder? No, the LA Girl loose powder, and I decided to basically apply it. And this one is actually banana yellow, and I applied it on my eyes, on the lower part of my eyes, and then a little bit on the hollows of my cheeks, and yeah. And basically this was a very fast makeup look I was going for, because I was actually running out of time. I needed to be out of the house within a few minutes, so I kind of did as fast as I could. So once I was done applying the powder, I decided to quickly remove the excess powder before moving on to the next step, which would have been our blush. And of course, I'm using the same blush as I used for my previous look, which is the Sweet Peach from Too Faced palette. And basically just went in with that blush really fast, then decided to go in with that highlighter, and yeah, a little bit of highlight on top of those on top of that blush, and on the tip of my nose as well as the bridge of my nose, not to forget my Cupid's bow, as well as on my tear dot area. And yeah, basically that was basically it for the face. And then I quickly went into the lips with lipstick, same lipstick I found, and this one was also on sale for 17.95 as also from Discount. And this one is a passion lipstick. It's actually kind of like orange-ish brownish mixed, so there is no name on it, so I wouldn't know what to call it. So yeah, and that was basically it for the look, y'all. That was super fast. So for the hair, of course, I decided to actually do a hair installation here, the quickest hair installation you ever get. And this one is 18-inch curly hair. Curly, I don't know what to call it. What is it called exactly, guys? Help me out here. The kinky curly teapot HD lace wig, and this one is an 18-inch, and I got it from AliExpress. And actually I quite loved the texture of this. It was quite affordable. I loved it. Can you just see how gorgeous those curls are? And after a few wears, I just love how the curls would bounce back. Mind you, I had not washed this wig yet, and I had not applied anything on it throughout the whole entire installation of this. So I'm just quickly showing you the lace, how the lace looks. And it's basically a lace frontal, and it has about 4-5 combs, and as well as like a strap. I wanted a side part, so I was kind of like gonna shift it. It is a middle part, but I don't like middle parts. I like side parts, so I just shifted according to the way that I want. And here I'm just quickly cutting the lace, and then after that I'm just going in with the darkest foundation that I have, which is the passion one, and I just applied it onto the lace and then quickly blend it out with my beauty blender. And here, as you can see, I'm just trying to blend it out with my fingers because it was kind of like sipping through a bit too much. So once I was done with that, I quickly strapped the back with the straps that it comes with, as well as the combs on the side. And guys, I just love this wig so much, and quite affordable, and it's 100% real hair. And then a little bit of a brush on the edges, and that was it. Of course, I was gonna cover my head, so I didn't want to do a proper install, maybe on the next tutorial, because it was just for the day. And then I was gonna wear my Corsa attire or headband, and that was basically it for this look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and if you did, please don't forget to subscribe, comment, like, and share. And until next time, goodbye.